sorry if you can hear the car sound. First half price down, we got one book. We're gonna do a haul at the end, so I'm not gonna show, so that it's, you know, interesting. But first half price down, we're planning on going to 2 more. So, and we have $40 left on the gift card.
Hey guys.
Hi. This vlog ended up being shorter than I thought. We originally thought that we were gonna have to be doing a lot of half price books bouncing around. We thought we were gonna be going to like way more locations than we ended up going to, because the second one that we went to ended up being so good. So we only have the clips that we saw.
We got 1 book from the first one, and then we got 6 from the other location.
So we're gonna give you a little haul. 2 of these are funny, and then one of them was a freaking mistake that we're gonna talk about in a second. So from the first bookstore, we ended up getting Filthy Rich Vampire. This is by Geneva Lee. I honestly don't remember what this book is even about anymore. Obviously, I know it's about vampires, and I think it's actually that he needs a mate, and then she's a cellist. Okay. He's the eldest eligible, blah, 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 and he needs a mate, and then whatever.
We've been trying to get this book for a while now.
Yes, this is one of those books that's on Kindle Unlimited. I think it's still on Kindle Unlimited at this point, but when we first were into it, we saw that it was on Kindle Unlimited. We got it recently at that time, like we had just got the subscription for KU, and so we were trying to be really good about not getting any books that were on KU. We were trying to use our subscription, so we didn't end up getting it that one time that we saw it and we were interested, and then every other time since. Literally, we go to half price like pretty often because we're like always on the hunt for like a deal on the books, because obviously we're going through a lot of books for the channel, and Sam looks every single time.
I do. I just happen to look, and they always have like 2 and 3, but they never have one. When we're looking for Kindle Unlimited options, we just forget about it. Yeah. So then I feel like we've needed to get the physical book to remember it. Yeah. Because it is one that we want to read. Yeah. So then it not being in the stores, I was like, oh my god, we're never going to read this book.
That was really nice. We got that from the first bookstore, but that was the only thing we could find there. That's the bookstore that we go to the most often, like the closest one to us. So
we're familiar with those shelves.
Yeah, I feel like it's just used up. We need to wait before we go there again. Yeah. So next, I'll tell you the oopsie.
Oh gosh. We had a feeling it was an oopsie, but
we may have a problem with buying books because we genuinely forgot that we've already bought this book. And I always would hear booktubers make that little joke that they forgot they ordered this book, they forgot that they had bought this months ago, and I was like, how do you forget that you bought a book?
I think it also doesn't help that our books are turned right now for more aesthetics on the cart, so we literally can't see the title of the book.
Flipped, and there's 2 rows of them because it's like double-sided cart, and they're all flipped, so it's like once we get a book we forget, which isn't an excuse. It's still like really bad, and we're really lucky honestly to get to the point where we're forgetting how many books we bought. We had gone a couple times to bookstores like randomly, and we had a lot of where we'd pick up a lot of books and then we put them all back, or put most of them back. Like we were being really specific, and in our minds we had put back this book that day. We didn't put it back that day, and this was such a good copy, and it was only $6.99, and so we were like, oh, we really want to get it because it actually was like half off, and we already had it. So we are going to just end up giving, like, not giving it back, but like donating it again once we read it, and we'll just have like a second copy that time, which was back to our roots, back to the beginning of the channel. We've been good since of only getting 1 copy.
It'd be worse if we had 3 copies.
Yeah, that would be crazy. So this is our oopsie. It's totally our bad, but
it was only $7, so I don't feel as.
And we've been really good about not getting doubles of everything. So,
and the last time when we read Legendary, I didn't have a physical copy of the book,
and it made it way harder.
So if anything, I feel better at having a physical copy. Yeah. So
yeah, this is 3 Dark Crowns by
Kendare Blake.
I ended up moving it around because the sticker's kind of covering their first name, but I think this is Kendare. And this looks like a 4-book series. And it's another one that Sam's This is another one that Sam has had her eye on that I didn't even realize.
I always see the series in the YA section of like all the half price books. Yeah. And I always mean to like actually look into what the book is. Like when you see books multiple times, I'm like, okay, that usually means somewhat good.
Yeah, there's been circulating. This is about 3, it's triplets. 3 triplets, obviously. It's about a set of triplets, and only one of them can be crowned queen. And so, is it only girls?
Yeah, I think so.
Only one of them can be crowned as like the leader, however it is, and they have to fight with each other. But this is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. This was $9.49. This is another book that I've had my eye on. I've heard a lot of things about it, a lot of positive reviews, and it's just another one that I've seen over and over and over, and I always pick it up. Like this, and
I feel like I've picked that book up too a couple times.
There's another one too that like looks kind of similar to this. Is it In the Life of Addie
LaRue?
Something like that, yeah.
Something. Which that's another one that we're gonna read. Who's the author of that? That's the Schwab.
V.E. Schwab.
Yeah, that
Schwab,
one.
something like that. Something like that. But it's just one of those books that like I constantly pick up. I read the back and go, oh, and then we end up picking something else. Like it's happened so many times, but this time it's a perfect condition copy. It was the used section, so it was cheaper. Like I said, it was $9.49 and it's normally $18.99. But this is about magicians. They're going to like this exclusive like society
or something.
Yeah, not the best description, but one of those like big paperbacks, which I feel like it's nice to just have. This is We Hunt the Flame by Faisal. I have no idea. That lovely name. And this is one that I actually always see the second in this duology, and then I pick it up, see the first sentence of it is a spoil, kind of. It just, you could tell that it's the second of a book or like in the series. Then I always shut it immediately, so I never get to know what it's about. I just keep reminding myself that it's spoiled. So today, when we were there, I saw like that there was another one. I was like, oh my gosh, finally the first one. I can actually figure out what this is about. We're following, there's like a hunter who is a woman disguised as a man because her people like wouldn't be okay with a woman being at her like level. And then there is a prince of death assassinator. Assassinator? Because it says assassinating. And so I was trying to... Assassinator. Not what I meant. And basically, if one of them shows, like, if Zafira is exposed as a girl, there's going to be, like, a whole bunch of problems. And if Nasir is exposed for being, not
kind.
For having, like, real emotion, there's something will happen to him. That's all I really know about this. And I think there's some sort of, like, war coming or something like that. War is brewing. Yeah, and then these are really funny. These are actually books that I don't necessarily know if we're gonna read. Maybe Sam might read them. I have no idea.
I think I'll look through them just because I think it's funny.
This is something that we have decided that we're gonna collect. These are William Shakespeare
Star
Wars
you guys,
things.
Let me read to you. Oh, look at him. It's a Shakespearean Darth Vader.
This one is The Jedi Doth Return. And that one is...
It's just Star Wars. Yeah, this is A New Hope. Last night R2-D2 he had flown. And all while he beepeth on.
Either way, they're like aesthetic Star Wars, and it's definitely hilarious.
Took the time to put it all in Shakespeare.
And there are 9 of them. So
one for each movie.
Yeah. So if Star Wars isn't interesting to you, you might not find that amusing, but to us it's really funny. We actually started talking originally by watching Star Wars movies together, but we were just friends. That is the end of our haul, meaning it's the end of the video. I appreciate you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying Bookmas. Bye.